let's talk about complex formulas and specifically loops. What is a loop? Well, a loop is continue to do something until there is no more to process or until a condition is met. Now, in SQL, you can construct loops. It's considered a logic chart with criteria to start it and criteria to end it. Things like do while. You may have heard the term do while something else is happening. Right? Crystal reports can be constructed with these types of loops. Now we're going to open up a file, and the file has already got a connection. Oops. We'll just wait till this opens up. It is a little bit slow. So let's find our, where are we here? There's our complex formulas. It's going to be the customer mails that we're going to open up. And we have got all of the tables. Now I just have to reestablish the location. And let's scroll up here. So extreme B is actually mapped to extreme 1 so that we actually have connectivity to the true source. And that's fine. Now, once we're in here, we're going to create a formula, right? So off to the side, let's go and right-click, new formula. What are we going to call it? We're going to call it validate. Right? Now, this is going to be quite complex. It's going to be a local string, but it's a local string variable. And then a local number variable. And I'm going to set string length. Whoops. And then the next one is another local. And remember, local variables are only within the formula. And I'm going to do a result. And the result is going to be invalid. And another number variable, I. And I equals 1. And then we're going to do an in string. And the in string is going to be customer email. Now I'm going to come up here and I'm going to pull that from here. So where's my email? That way I know the syntax is right. And then the string length. In string, and then there's our while. Now, I'm going to explain this. So, we've declared a couple of variables here, right? And up above, I equals 1. And that is a number 1. That's not a lowercase l. And while I, and notice that, is less than or equal to the string length of 1, then do something. While that condition is true, do something. So I'm going to do a local string variable. And let's put a space there. This is going to be an in string. And if it's an ASCII that equals 64, then result valid. Now, after valid, if I equals the I, I equals I plus 1, the result. It looks like a lot. And it's, yeah, it is. This is a complex formula. Right? Now what I'm going to do is I am going to pause, and I can tell you right now I have got an error right there. That should be an I. And I am going to pause this and check my... I did find a couple of typing mistakes in there. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to see if I can check the syntax. And I have forgot in here a statement. Oh, right at the very end there, the semicolon. And then I have a bracket that's missing in here, local string. And I had forgotten the semicolon on the end of that. So let's check it. And let's save and close it. Now, we have database fields that we're going to bring in. So we're going to bring in our customer table, and from our customer table, the customer name. And where's our customer name? I'm going to bring that into details. And we're going to bring in the email. So let's find our email and bring that in. And we're going to find our validate. And let's find our validate and bring it in. All right. And let's preview the report. Now, what it's saying is the syntax of the email valid or invalid? Well, let's have a look. That one's not. It says it's invalid. Let's scroll down here. So far, they're all valid. And they're all valid. They're all valid. They're all valid. So we only have one, but it proves the point. And that was a complex formula working with loops. So it continued all the way until there was no more to read. And that's the end of this demo.